Hi everyone, I'm Graham Hodson, a videographer from Southwest London in the UK. And today I'm going to be looking at a wireless microphone system. There's ZGCine or ZGCine wireless microphone system. It's called the Atom. It's a fairly small system, but comes in quite a large box. So if we take it out of the box, we've got a nice tough case there with a zip all the way around. And inside we have the actual microphones and the receiver, so a transmitter and a receiver. So the transmitter has got a built-in microphone on it, so you can clip it onto a shirt, onto a pocket, whatever you like, and you don't need to plug an extra microphone in. So great if you don't mind it being seen, so if you're doing at a conference or a presentation, it doesn't matter too much, or I guess you could probably put it on a stand, on a table, and then the transmitter and receiver are both the same size. They have little clips on them for attaching to clothing or a belt, and then the receiver, again, a little clip which can slide into the hot shoe on a camera. So looking at what else we get in the kit, there's a rather sort of cheap plasticky little kind of table tripod, and with that goes a phone holder. So it's a kind of blogging kit all in one really, which is a shame because the actual receiver and transmitter are really quite small. So if they would just had a little carry case of their own, that would be really, really good. I don't know if personally I need all this other paraphernalia, but I'll tell you what else comes in the kit. You've got a little hot shoe adapter. You can slide things on. Inside there's cables, so there's one here to plug into a smartphone, so a smartphone in one end and then the output of the receiver in the other. Also we do have lavalier microphones that come with it, which is good because some sets you don't get with them. So that can be plugged directly into the transmitter, so then that can be fed and hidden behind clothing, and then the transmitter can be hidden away. And then what else have we got in here? We've got a cable that's to attach to a camera, so a digital SLR mirrorless type camera, again similar to the one with the phone, only difference being this one has the 3 rings on it. It's a different color, it's grey. And then what else do we get in here? We get a USB cable with 2 outlets, which is great, so you can charge these at the same time. They both take USB. They can be plugged in together and charged, own internal battery. Okay, so looking at the actual units themselves, like I said earlier, these are quite little units and it's really, really good compact size. That great big case it comes with, I think, is probably a bit of a drawback, but there we go. So there's buttons on the side of the transmitter and the receiver. There's a power button, you just press it once and it will show you with a red LED, it will flash 4 times if it's fully charged. It'll flash 3 times for 75%, twice for 50% and once for 25%. But if you press and hold the power button, the blue light will come on here, and then do the same on the receiver. Press and the blue light will come on. So the transmitter has its own internal microphone. So I think the best thing to do is to try and see if we can test the sound quality of that. At the moment I'm using a different system, a wireless system, using a lavalier microphone here on my shirt, and so let's see how it sounds, what the difference is. So this is just using the built-in microphone on the transmitter. Like I say, there's a little capsule on the top there. I will now clip it to my shirt in roughly the same position the other one was. So yeah, doing a presentation, you know, maybe in front of a class if you wanted to record it, or you know, using it with a PA system, this is probably okay. You don't, if it's not being filmed and it's not, you know, you don't need to hide it, then that should be fine. I'm not too sure how it's going to sound, this being my first use and test of it. Okay, so now I've plugged in the lavalier microphone into the transmitter. The lavalier is in a similar position, just clipped onto my shirt there. I've not bothered to tuck away the wires just for speed. These microphones use the 2.4 gigahertz transmission. They pair very, very quickly together. The blue light, as soon as that is solid on each, means they are in fact communicating with each other. There is a button on the side here. I won't push it, but it is to mute the microphone, so you could press that to mute it. Not sure that's a good idea. If you're giving it to somebody else, you could quite easily get knocked, but if you're aware of it, then it's something to consider. Like I say, USB will charge both the transmitter and the receiver together with one cable. That's pretty good. It says that you should get about 4 or 5 hours life out of each of these units. That's pretty good going. So, you know, maybe more or less, you know, a full day's shoot using them. The build quality, a bit plasticky, but I think for the price they're probably okay. The only thing that we need to do now is, obviously with every kind of wireless system, is how does it stand up with a range test? And that's something which we'll look into now. So for the range test part of this review, I've come down to an underground car park, because there's quite a bit of depth here, and it's fairly quiet down here as well. So I'm about 10 to 12 feet away from the camera at the moment. The lavalier is clipped to my jacket here. The actual transmitter is on a belt clip just underneath my jacket on my left-hand side. I'll start to walk away. I'll turn my back. I'll keep talking, because sometimes these microphone systems, they're not very good when they're faced away from the transmitter and the receiver, when there's not that direct line of sight. Now I'd say I'm probably in the region of about 50 feet away. I'll keep talking and I'll keep walking, and we'll come to the back of this underground car park, a good distance now, probably in the region of 80 to 90 feet away. And if it's worked at this distance, then that's pretty good going, considering the price range of this and the fact it is quite small and the build quality. So hopefully this has worked well as a range test. And maybe some interference, who knows? I'll have to listen to that back on the computer, and then I'll have a conclusion of this product. This microphone system is okay. It's a budget microphone system. It's not a professional system by any stretch of the imagination. Ideally suited to bloggers, so it comes in that large case with the little tabletop tripod and the phone mount and the accessories in order to get good audio from a shorter distance. The range isn't great, but if you're wanting to do away with cables and you're a blogger, then I think this system is fantastic for that sort of thing. But anything more than that, and it does struggle. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please do subscribe and like, and I'll see you on the next one.